am vengeance. I am the knight. I am going to take a look at Unknightly, a VR stealth game by Portal Studios set to fully release at the end of the month. Unknightly is currently in a public beta or early access on Steam for $19.99 and has been for about a year. The premise of the game is that you are a former knight betrayed by someone close to you and accused of being Unknightly. Your mission is to embrace the accusations, sneak around, steal treasure, steal info, and ultimately find out who set you up and restore your good name. The game has been in early access for about a year, as I said, but they've had about 5 major updates since then, and we've got a teaser for the next chapter already. So it's been fairly well maintained and is progressing, so it's not just a stagnant EA cash grab. So I'm hoping that we see a lot of progress and a game that is worth buying and picking up, because stealth games in VR are another one of those genres that isn't really explored very well. With that said, let's get in the game and see how it is shaping up for launch. Okay, so life's a glitch, and this is the second time I'm going to be recording this because the first time I screwed up the recording. It's always great to record something and then go back and look at it and realize that it's completely unusable. It's even better when it's a week and a half later after your Disney vacation and you don't remember half the things you did. So, I mean, I remember enough that we're going to be able to skim through this pretty quickly, but I may miss a few of the points that I make in the outro, because I've already recorded the intro, the outro, and now we're just going on to gameplay. So, as you can see in here, this is your main menu. This is where you load into. You've got your tutorials, your Dungeon Chapter 1, Dungeon Chapter 2, and the village coming soon. If we try and go over here to the village, we just get bumped back out. So, you start here with this book, and the book is your menu, and Trigger flips pages around, and then Trigger grabs this pen, and the pen is how you select things. So we are on hard difficulty. Could reset all settings, but I'm not going to. One thing that I did encounter in the original recording is that when I came in here, there was a lot of stuttering and a lot of frame loss. So I had to go into my settings here and change where was it? Not the comfort ring. There is the super sampling. I had to just adjusting the super sampling did wonders, but I ended up dropping it to 0.8 just for consistency to make it actually better. But you can see the rest of your menus here. Your input controls, press this to jump, the trackpad on the right hand side to jump, swipe or press left or right to snap turn. I'm not a big fan of snap turn, but it's there. Now hold the grip down to draw your dagger, very Assassin's Creed style, and then you hold trigger to grip and climb. And one thing that I'm noticing here is that your hand is actually, I don't know if you're seeing this really well, your hand is actually see-through. This model's not very good. But yeah, you can't flip the page anymore that way because you get a blank page. So we will come back here. These are these settings. Not that great. Arm swing. There's arm swing locomotion. I didn't try it out. I'm not going to try it out. It's here. I'm not a big fan of it. I've ranted on that before. You can enable press to crouch, so you don't actually have to physically crouch. I'm not going to do that because I enjoy it's VR. I like moving my body. Crouch height ratio. When I am 0.6 below, I will crouch. Anyways. I don't remember that setting, so that might be a new setting. Comfort ring is the, the ring around the, I can't think of what it's called now. Yeah, the thing that I always turn off because I hate it because it gives me eye strain. So there's some comfort settings for, the trackpad locomotion, snap turn options, smooth turn speed. You can switch between smooth and snap turn. Grabbing the book is sometimes painful. So in here, you can also see the loot that you've collected for a level. I think in the tutorial, there are 5 different pieces of loot you can grab. That's how you determine whether you have gotten enough or not. This damn book. And then here are your save slots. As you can see, I was in the dungeons of Chapter 1 when I ended, and that was a pretty long playthrough, so we're just going to go ahead and ignore these, pretend they didn't happen, and run through the tutorial really quick. So, as I know exactly where to go and what to do, this should be a lot quicker. However, when you very first load up the game, this is where you're going to be. In here, it sort of forces you into the tutorial. However, this game is super linear, so there's not a lot of options, and even if I hadn't gone through this before, there really is only one way to go. So when you start off, your book is tied to your vision like this. You can, I hope you can see that. And then you have to actually press to put it into your hand, and then put it away. And then you've got these, snap turning. You have to do the things to walk over to the blue thing. Enter sprint mode, hold the trackpad button. We have done the thing. And then you're looking at this and it pops up in your other hand and you're like, okay, well, what's next? And then you're like, oh, okay. So press trackpad here to jump. Saving and loading game. You can save your game at any time. So pull out your book, flip it over to the save slot, grab your pen, and then hold down on save. All you have to do is basically just press the quill. You don't have to press any buttons, just make contact with the quill on the save, and it will save. And then menu button to put that away. Away, I said. Alright, steal red key from prison guard, hold to grab. One thing really quick that I want to point out here is that these candles here, you can snuff out, which I thought was pretty cool. I liked the light play. You can pick up and throw a lot of different things, but other than that, pretty bland. And we'll talk about those candles again later when it is more meaningful. And he just doesn't care right now. So I'm just going to grab that key. It's going to float into my bag down there. And it's on my little belt ring with this little pouch and this little book. We'll talk about those later. He's going to walk off because he's an idiot who just gave me the key to get out and then decided, I'm going to walk away. It's cool. This master thief here. So the story that I mentioned earlier in the intro, I believe I mentioned it, there really isn't anything. Like, okay, we start off in jail. We have no idea what happened. Alright. Any movement you make generates noise. Hearing noises will make the guard suspicious. A blue indicator appears and glows brighter the more noise you make. Move very fast and observe the blue indicator. So you can see the blue indicator over there. Or I hope you can see it. And then there's a yellow one when you are in light. Standing close to light makes you visible to guards. A yellow indicator, blah, 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 blah. We're standing in the light of this thing, so just immediately cut off. Throughout the level, you may encounter handwritten notes containing valuable info on objectives, hidden loot, and more. Carry these notes with you by dropping them in close range of your journal. Grab the note from the nearby dinner table, read through it, and consider looking for the described loot. Loot you find goes into the... The model for my hand is in the way of the words here. Into the blue pouch on your waist. Alright, so we need to pick this scroll up. So it's decent for a tutorial. Especially if you've already run through it really quick. The paper here is kind of meh. Do not be alarmed by the bloodstains in cell B. That no-good thief has been getting on my nerves for some while now. I had to shut him up once and for all. I did manage to lose my father's bracelet somehow. It might have come off while I was bashing my fist into that weasel's skull. I cannot find it, though. It was too dark to see anything. Perhaps I just misplaced it. Yeah, that seems logical. Perhaps I just misplaced my father's very valuable bracelet that is probably worth more money than I make in a forever. So, poor thiefy guy. So there is the whole, if I try to walk forward, the world is going to move around me. So coming over to something like this, if I want to reach out to his head and I lean over, and see the world's going to move away from me. That I kind of find annoying. I don't know if there's a better solution, but it makes reaching for things on tables rather frustrating. But you can see you can pick things up, you can throw things around. It's going to make noise. It's going to attract the guards. I know where this guy's thing is, so I'm just going to grab it. You pick it up. Yeah, somebody's just going to leave this giant gem just lying around for me to put in my bag there. Thank you, sir. You did me a great service. All right. Many surfaces are climbable, but not all. Hold to grab and pull yourself up. When climbing, pay attention to your breathing. Faster and louder breathing indicates that you're running low on stamina and could fall down if you do not rest. Look around and reach the next waypoint by climbing. Note you can pull yourself up onto a ledge by bringing your hands below your knees. Alright, so we'll open that up. We got guards over that way, we got guards over that way, and a big shiny blue pillar that we're gonna follow. So you just put your hands next to the wall, and you kinda feel a vibration. You can put your hand through, and you won't grip while it's through. You have to be right here. And if your hand is not at the best angle, no, oh, it's not doing it now. I was finding times where if I didn't have my hand perfectly flat, it wouldn't really grip correctly. And I need to get down before I run out of stamina. So, I don't know if these candles will do it or not. I probably don't want to get caught by this. You know what? I'm going to save really quick, and then we're going to test something. So saving is that simple. Okay, so these are giving me light, and I can snuff them out. We'll get to the candles later that explain why I made that comment.
Is anyone there?
No, sir. No one's here. I didn't make any noise whatsoever. Now watch. What? Yes, you are, sir. So he walked right by me and didn't see me. Like, I can see him just fine. But he, for some reason, can't see me. He's gonna walk right by me again. Yep, intelligent guards. But if you get in light, they will spot you. Even if you don't think they should. I don't like knowing about the game when I do videos. I like going in fresh and experiencing them as you guys would in your first go around. Let's go ahead and save this. And now my save is completely gone from earlier. So these wonderful candles right here. He should be able to see me. Oh, hey, he did see me. Maybe they fixed that. I'm glad I saved.
Take that!
I have no way to fight back.
Die, you bastard!
So maybe some of the things I complained about they actually fixed. I'm gonna sit under the light right here and see if they see me when he's coming back on his patrol. And then we'll know definitively if this works or not. Hey, how's it going? Hi, I'm standing in the light. You're looking right at me. In the light. No? Okay, these don't work. Who knows? We'll find out as we keep going. Okay, so I started at my last save, which is over here. So it wants me to come over here and distract him. Small objects can be picked up and thrown, blah, 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 blah. So I can take this and...
What was that?
Okay.
Shift to almost over anyway.
Ugh.
Anybody's here?
Alright, and then I can go that way and run. But you see, it puts him on alert. And I don't like that, because then they actually do come looking for you in a lot of cases. In my first recording, I tried doing this later on in the level, and it just didn't work out very well.
I should see a doctor.
You should see a doctor, sir. But, however, since I've already been through this, I know that I can come around here and be smarter about things. Because later on, you will get a thing that tells you about a thing that's right here. And I'll make sure I point that out when we find the thing. Alright, and then, so these doors you cannot go through. If it doesn't have a key, you can't open these. You can just climb them. And that doesn't do anything for anyone. But now, since he is very static, we can climb up here. Let's see, yeah, they still want me to throw objects, and I've thrown the object. So we're visible. We're gonna slowly sneak behind him, and he's not gonna see us. Because guards are dumb. It took me a while to find that the first go around, so it was a pretty good hiding place, to be honest. Alright, so here we are. We have reached the thing, and saving frequently is something that you should do, because it's very easy to just get got. I'm going to sprint over here and find out about our tool that we'll never use. The bow and arrow. Alright. Your bow is your primary utility. Using the different arrow types will aid you in overcoming challenges ahead. Look up to see all arrows stored in the quiver. The quiver can only store a limited amount of each arrow type. Reach out to grab the desired arrow type. Practice using different arrow types. Once ready, head back into the dungeon. Okay. So we've got our bow. And you notice that they didn't tell you anything about how you get your bow. They don't tell you how to pick your bow up, but it's just reach over your head and press trigger. Put it away, do the same. It's back there. It's a pretty big area. You don't have to like reach way back or try and find a spot. You just back behind your shoulder. It's quick and easy and painless. But it would be great if they told you. So you just click on the arrows and they will go into your inventory and you can see them up there. Like they said, you can only pick a few. Bow mechanics are good bow mechanics. This is just mostly good bow mechanics. You can see it doesn't quite line up with where you would expect it to be, especially when you're aiming down sights. But okay, so those are just the iron head, lethal, will not penetrate heavy armor. Noise arrows causes noise over time, attracting nearby guards. We've got all of these, and we can just shoot that into a thing, and it'll cause noise. You see like a little burning. I don't know why it has a burning animation on it. Yeah. It makes no sense as to why it's burning, but it makes noise. Alright. Extinguishes small flames, dims larger flames. So we can take this and shoot the fire, and you can see that it puts the fire out. We cannot, however, completely put the fire out. It will just dim it. You can't come over and put out a dim flame there. Alright, so that is all of the arrows. You can see them up here. To grab one, you just reach up, and then I don't know if that actually went back in the hole or not. Okay. So I'm going to take one of these red ones. That way I don't burn my stock. I stay full arrow health. And actually, I am going to... It's not going to let me do that, is it? Where's my quill? There it is. There's the quill. Let's save really quick. And the arrow's gone. Oh well, we'll just grab one out of here. Alright, so now I'm going to take a knee and go all quiet mode and stealthy. Because I know what's up ahead. Yeah, I think they might have fixed the 5 arrow thing, or the 5 candle thing, which I will complain about later in my outro.
Hello? Anyone there?
Hello? No, not really.
Must be my imagination.
It is. It is indeed, sir.
When did this armor get so heavy?
When you became a sissy boy. Turn around. Shoo shoo. Go that way. Thank you, sir. Alright, so I want to stay nice and crouched so that I don't... Oh, should have been the light. Alright, I tried just grabbing that scroll, but he feels you and he turns around. I don't know if I could do it now, but... Rolf, we've kept quiet for too long. These wages are insulting, and they just keep getting worse by the week. To hell with them. I say it's time we take action. I've managed to get my hands on some of the confiscated coin. I've hid it in the cellar's southeastern corner, inside one of the small crates. I need to know you're still with me on this. So that was the money that I got, and I just took my arrow back, I think. So now you can pick him up, and if you drop him, his armor will clank and alert. You can hear it clanking as I do this. I'm just going to drop him right over there. He's kind of hidden, kind of can't be seen. My health is all excited, and I don't know why. All right, but now I've got my my assassinating guards gauntlets things. Yep, can't do that. This book looks like it's supposed to be something. It isn't. It's a lie. The book is a lie. So you do have to contort yourself quite a bit. There is one a little bit... In chapter 1, there's a place where you actually have to get on the ground or put your head in... like on the... Put your head next to the ground. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, so we're just going to sneak up behind Mr. Man here.
Oh, no one heard that.
And he made a lot of noise. That guy probably should have heard him. We're going to go ahead and leave no clues. This is going to tell you about how to pick the guy up and hide his body. And you'll hear that he makes a lot of noise when you drop him. So set him down gently. And we're going to save. Okay. So this little candle gives off light. This little candle gives off light. So the series of 5 candles were not giving off any light whatsoever when I last played. So I'm glad that they patched that. I'm glad that they fixed that. Like I said, you will hear me rant about that. But thankfully they did manage to fix it. I don't know why they let the game release with that. God damn it. And that's why you save frequently, kids. Talking to the wall behind me. That's why you save frequently, kids. That jump is just annoying. I mean, I guess I could go around the inside of it, or I could go up along that, but... or I guess I could just jump. I guess I could do that. But then you saw that guard over there. The guard was going to get me. Okay. Alright, you see that over there? Is a locked door.
I think I saw something. Show yourself! You won't not die, you
Oh, they found me.
Die! Ha! 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 Die!
As you can see, the guards are not much to worry about. We're just gonna leave that for the maids to clean up. I am kind of hurting from that, though. You can't take too many fights like that. But notice in the settings earlier that I did set this to hard. Alright, candlestick. There we go. So we have a red key. We do not have the blue key. I really hate that. I really hate that what I recorded before just didn't hold up. Because these things, like I said, I keep saying, they did not put off any actual light in the final version. So it made the game stupidly easy. Especially this part right here. I'm making too much noise, is how they heard me. Like, there's been some update that has changed something. You can see he has the blue key.
Anybody there?
Stop it! What's going on?
Ah, damn it.
You bastard!
You bastard. They've also lowered the voice of them in my ears when I die. That is another thing that was rather frustrating. Okay, so where am I here? We just hit his body. We're going to do all of this all over again. Okay. So maybe I cannot screw this up. Okay. There we go. I'm going to save here. He's gonna walk around the corner.
Anybody there? Is everything alright?
Alright, be quiet. So with the story of this guy and him being a knight and falsely accused, the story that the Steam page talks about, you would expect him to not want to just murder his fellow knights. But apparently he just has no qualms with butchering his former comrades. Because I feel like in some cases you have to just butcher them. Like there isn't another reasonable workaround if these actually work. So what I did last time, yeah, and I can see you perfectly fine, but apparently you can't see me. So the way I cheesed this last time, and I'm going to save it right here, and I'm going to try and do it again and see if I can get it on camera. Okay, these didn't actually give off any light that was usable. I keep saying that. I know I sound like a broken record here.
What's going on?
Yep, no, they're going to see me.
Take that! Die, you bastard!
Nah, it's still kind of loud. It's not as loud as it used to be.
Don't let him escape!
So I'm going to try and sneakily do what I had originally planned on doing before I realized that these candles just had no value whatsoever. Escape the dungeon. Time to put your skills to the test. Okay.
I think I saw something. Is anyone near? What happened? Take that! Die!
Yeah, see, they can see me then, but they can't see me when I'm just out and about.
Someone's die!
Okay, so now that these candles actually work, I feel like I probably actually have a use for this bow now. Before, I didn't have any use for the bow whatsoever. And they just don't care about that, do they? Alright, so now we can just While it's on over here. See, before, when those didn't work, I just climbed along the wall, put the candles out, climbed over that, came over here, put the candles out, and just, when this room was in pitch darkness, I just crawled up and took the key from the guy. Without any sort of strategy or thinking about how I was going to do anything. I'm going to move this chair around. There's going to be a chair floating here in the light that they can't see. Stick that right there. And joink. I don't like that I can see my controllers now. I did not see my controllers before. Alright. So we got through that safely. And we're gonna squelch that. Oh, one of the things that I forgot to do over here is come grab this parchment. It's easy to miss these if you know where the stuff is. Saint Switherin's Day is coming up. I trust you have started making arrangements for the feast. Store all of the dishes in the large dorm room case for now. Do wash them this time, will you? Make sure you have enough mugs and pitchers, and I will share my mug no more. And be careful with the copper candlesticks. If anything should happen to those, I will cut it straight off your wage. If there's anything left to cut off. Okay. So we're gonna sneak by these two that don't see anything. Mr. Noble there, I imagine he's probably the one that wrote the note. The bow away really quick. And you can see that world-changing issue that I'm talking about, reaching over things. Really? Really?
Die, you bastard!
And I didn't save after I got the I didn't save after I got the key, did I? So that's annoying. Save frequently. Dying more on this than I did the last time, I promise. It's because I'm trying to rush. I know what I did, I know how I did it. Things are a little bit different now. But the idea is still the same. Well, I don't even need to take out that candle. I just need to go around the front. I might need to take out the candle on the dresser. We'll see. I'm going to not be a doofus and save. And I'm pretty sure he just pushed me out of the way. He just walked into me, pushed me out of the way, and did not aggro me. The AI is bonkers. Okay, I'm right on the edge of the light here. Lift this up. Grab this candlestick. You can see it's much easier from this side. Not gonna let those make any noise. Candlestick is doing weird things. And lightly shut that. And away we go. After we save. And yes, I am using 2 slots just in case. One save gets saved in a bad spot, and I just made a little bit of noise, but thankfully nobody saw that. Hopefully you guys can see the blue and yellow dots. This guy will walk away eventually, and I can go put out those candles. Go away! No, that was not the way I wanted you to go, but I guess it'll work. Almost all of them. I don't know when he's going to turn around though. Yeah, just walk on by, it's cool. Okay, No, I can get the rest of these. It's so much nicer now that these candles actually have a purpose, whereas before they just did nothing. I keep harping on that because there's a really nasty launch day bug that was very annoying, and it made the game much less fun. Alright. So now, at this point, I'm going to save, and I'm going to do what I did when I first came in here last time. Which was I came over here. I came over here crawling. I picked up one of these sticks. And I threw it. That's not where I threw it. I threw it over that way.
What's going on here?
And they get all alerted over a stick. And I waited and I just watched to see what they would do. And so what happened is they didn't stay over there that long. They almost immediately came straight for me.
I should see it.
Okay, so that's more doable. Like that, I could have gotten behind at least those two. Maybe not this doofus, but those two I could have gotten behind. What I ended up doing, which is what we will do here. Think outside of the box. Many situations can be solved in more than one way. Climb through, sneak, or kill. Think it through and make your choice. If one thing does not work, try something different. I did try and grab onto that and slide my way across, but there's water down there and it killed me. So what I did... Okay, there we go. That was that weirdness that I was talking about, where my hand wasn't quite right and it didn't grab. See, it's sideways, it doesn't grab. I rotate it and it grabs. Okay. So here, see, I'm in the light a little bit when I crouch down. If you drop yourself from too high when you're doing that, you will make noise and you will be heard. Alright, well, he is over that way. Shit. Oh, I fell. Alright, as soon as he passes by, I'm gonna go out through there. This tutorial level went by much slower last time. Felt much larger than what it actually was. Making noise, I'm in the light. Grab. It's not grabbing.
My imagination. I think I saw something.
Okay, well, it didn't grab. I'm running, no, no! I don't know why I couldn't grab. For some reason, it did not let me grab onto the wall, which is rather frustrating to say the least. Alright, so I'm gonna do this again.
Is anyone there?
Nope. You're good, sir.
Nah, shift's almost over anyway.
Herp derp derp.
Is everything in order?
Okay.
I should see. Must be my imagination.
Yep. Okay.
Anybody there?
I can't look to the right or I'll be in light. Okay, he's gone. Let's grab onto this time. This looked like it was a decent handhold. And then we can get in here. And we're out. We're done with the tutorial. Yay! That was a really long tutorial. That was much longer the first time I came through here. There were a couple of times where I did not save and died after like 5 or 10 minutes or more of groundwork. And it immediately puts you into chapter 1. Now note, we still don't have any story outside the tiny little bit of, oh hey, by the way, I'm fed up with my wages and I wanna steal some stuff. So we can't go across there. And we have a great big hallway here with guards coming here. And I don't want to use too many of my arrows because I just don't. That's why. Deal with it. Oh. I'm still in light. Go away, go away, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me. Okay. Again, I'm rushing.
I must be hallucinating.
Yes, you are, sir. Alright, we got somebody coming around on the right. Can't go this way or he'll see me. I can wait for this guy to pass. If he's gonna pass. Well, it looks like he just went back that way. So I'm gonna wait for him. Oh, hey, hi. How's it going? No one's here. You didn't see nothing. You can't see nothing. Alright. Oh shit. Oh shit. Good thing he's not looking over this way. Hmm? What? Someone there? No, no one's here.
No, it's probably nothing.
It's probably nothing, you're right. Intruder. No one saw nothing. No one saw nothing. Yep, see? Bob's just floating in the river. He's sunk to the bottom. You'll never see Bob again, but it's okay. Because it was just your imagination. Bob was just a figment of your imagination. I mean, you're a pretty boy. You don't want to mess up that face. If we're gonna kill people...
Get him!
We're gonna kill people anyways. We might as well kill people. So I might end up having to do a different outro. Though I think a lot of what I'm gonna say is still gonna be the same. Just I can't really talk as much about shit. I can't talk as much about shit. I'm in the light. I need to go back over. You can hear the breathing. Let go, get my stamina back really quick. I just wanted to let you guys hear the breathing for a second. I'm gonna go over here. And I'm gonna hide under this. Okay. So we got some guards over there. Got a blue lock that way. And there's a dude with a red key. I did not notice him the first go around, and I went all the way down that way until I hit a red door. then had to come all the way back. We're not going to do that this time. Actually, what we're going to do first is save. No one knows this is all the candles going out.
Die, you bastard! Holy mother of...
Holy mother of... This isn't how I intended to do this, but we'll go for it. Go with the combo route. So when I was doing my first review, I keep saying this, and I'm going to keep saying it, these 5 didn't give off light. But this one little candle did. I was very upset by that fact. I was also trying to not kill anyone my first go around, because I thought, you know, if this guy's a knight, you know, if he's trying to reclaim his good name, you know, he's not gonna kill his fellow knights. Alright, here we go. Dude, I don't think your head should bend that way. Sigbert, word has arrived that Theus is throwing a small feast in celebration of his recent promotion to Staff Sergeant. I was told he is one who spares no expense. They are probably sitting there eating ham, drinking beer, and sipping wine from those fancy copper cups. Oh yes, the feast should be held along your patrol route. Be a friend and put aside some of that goodness for me, Lewinhart. And there's the red key. Right. So we didn't have to sneak and get that thing. We didn't have to sneak and get the other thing, the key or the scroll. And basically what we would have done is just sneak past these candles. He was standing right there. We just sneak up here, grab it. The other guy patrols on up here, and we could just wait right here for him to go and either kill him or just grab it. I think we could just grab it. I don't remember. I might have had to kill him for the scroll. Alright, at this point, we're going to save, because this gets tricky. Especially with those 5 candles working. So let's see. This way. So before I was able to just sneak on by through here. Even though I'm in the light, they're not paying enough attention. Let me just come on by. Not making noise, because that would be bad. And again, I'm going to save. Because I've gotten a bit obsessive with that. You're going to want to save often, frequently, and often. And then save some more. Okay, so the cups that he was talking about, I'm just going to reach up here and put that out. These shiny cups right here. So, stick that in our bag. We'll stick that in our bag and smoke it.
Anyone there? You can't hide for long!
No one's here, dude. Imagination.
Must be my imagination.
See, I told you. Made too much noise with the chair. I was actually
See a doctor.
I was actually about to comment on the chairs making noise. Don't actually think that you need to put this near. Yeah, you just let this go and it goes directly into your bag. You don't even have to put it near your bag. Alright, so sneak around here. And as usual, we're gonna save. Remember where I saved last, so this is that one. And that wasn't weird or anything. A light just going straight out like that. And it's over there. Alright. I'm gonna sneak under this table. And they're not gonna see me, just sort of pop up, grab this guy, put it away, and I think that's all of them. Just walk right on by these guys. Before I climbed up and went over that beam, but it really just isn't necessary. I kept doing it, and I don't know why I kept doing it. Made everything more difficult. I didn't like here, though. I did come around this corner right here, and like walk straight into a guy. And it was bad. Because I killed him, and his buddy came, and I had to kill him. And I just felt bad because I'm supposed to be a knight. And we've got this guy over here. I get out of the light. Alright, and this is where I was talking about earlier. Make sure I am kind of facing the camera when I do this. Alright, so hopefully you guys can still see me in the shot. You can't go through this unless you get way, way, way down. And then you can get through. And the only thing that's over here, I just came in here on a whim because I saw, oh hey, the thing is not entirely shut. There must be a thing in there. And there's this pretty giant diamond bracelet, which again, why would you just leave that laying around? I'm gonna snap turn because I'm too lazy to physically turn around. That way you guys see me facing forward again. And he's not really doing anything, he's just looking out over there, so I'm gonna leave him be. I killed him last time, but that was just because he heard, oh, and I didn't actually go because I wasn't down far enough. You have to almost clip through the floor with your vision before you get through that thing. You didn't hear nothing. Alright. Nope. Red key. Boy, hopefully that doesn't make a noise. It didn't make a noise. Good. So weird physics. So if I drop the stool, it'll make noise. I can slam this door against the wall, and it's not going to make a noise. I can leave this locked door wide open, and no one's going to care. It's like a selective defining what is important. Now, I will say, at this point, it took me about an hour to get here the first time without the deaths. So this is where I ended up calling it, is right here. And this is where it's going to get a little tricky, because I did do a mad dash run through here. And I did a couple other things. Like I just ran in circles, so let's demonstrate. I just saved. So one of the things that I tried to do was see if I could kill this guy. And I can't kill him. But I can just run around. Hey guys, how's it going? I can just keep running and running. Whew. I can run forever. I can run for days, and they're never gonna catch me. So you can sort of just, cheese it and scout out the lay of the land, kind of see what's over here. And actually, what I found was that blue door is there, the blue door that was at the beginning. Ah, he caught me. He caught me! Bastard. He didn't catch me last time. Last time I was able to run all the way back up. And I'm actually going to do that again to show you. Hopefully I can trigger what happened. I'm running. I'd like to trigger what happened last time when I was coming back up this hallway here. Oh, damn it. Okay, so last time... See how loud that is? So last time when I was... I went down there, I'm probably not going to be able to do it. I'll try it one more time. Third time's the charm, right? Oh, son of a... I feel like I'm getting slower. Alright, so when I was coming back up that pathway, the guards, they were half in the floor.
Get him!
Nope. Die, you bastard! Die! What in the name? I'm not an intruder, I'm an extruder. I'm leaving. So I could, in theory, bypass all of them. And then just combat my way out here. Alright, so now I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna go back. He went this way. Alright, so they fixed it. They're not all on the floor. You're very close and oh my god. He's invading my personal space. Alright, so it looks like they fixed not some, but it looks like they fixed several of the things that I initially complained about. Let's go ahead and keep going and see if we can get something going here. So one of these guys, I think, has a thing on him I'm gonna want to pick up. It's gonna tell me where another thing is. Where a treasure is. This has actually been a more enjoyable playthrough than the previous playthrough. I think I attribute that to half of the lights actually functioning and me just trying to kind of speed race it and not really care, to be honest. And this is all new territory, aside from the fact that I already know where everything is. I'm still bothered by the fact I can see him just fine, I can see them just fine, I can see them just fine, I can see all of them just fine. Why can't they see me? He's in darkness, I see him just fine. This right here kills a little bit of the game for me.
God, I need a beer.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I'm so bored. I'll just die.
Alright, so now that we're in here, I'm going to save again. I feel bad ranting about things that aren't actually in the game anymore. They were, and it launched like that. That's bad. Good day, sir. You blind motherfucker. I don't see anybody that way. This is a dead end. This is a dead end. There's nothing up here. I think I knew that. I came up here anyways because I'm dumb. Alright. There it is. There's our boy.
There's someone there. Die!
Take that!
Wow, how? I wasn't making, there was no light, there was no, maybe I touched him. Maybe I touched him with my butt. I mean, no one wants butt on their head. Random butt climbing down a wall. The fuck wants that? Alright. I'm gonna go back to sneaky stealth, not making noise. And if you're low enough, if you crouch low enough, you can actually hold the sprint button. Alright, I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna use the third slot because I don't remember which slot I saved was previously. I'm gonna reach out here and see if I can snag this off him.
He went that way! Someone stop him!
Nope. So those guys you have to kill. Somehow, some way, you have to kill him. Trying to be very, very careful not to actually touch him or be seen by anyone else while I'm doing this.
Stop him!
Nope.
Die, you bastard! Take him up there! Quickly! Don't let him escape! Take that! Die, you bastard! He went there! Quick! He went there! Quickly! Don't let him escape! Die, you bastard! He went there! Quickly! Don't let him escape! Quick! He went that way!
This is kind of funny.
Die! He went that way! He went that way! He went that way! Stop him! Die, you bastard!
So I do think my complaints about the AI are still valid.
He went there! Take that! He went that way! Someone stop him!
I don't.
Quick! He went that way! Quick! He went that way!
I don't know what to say about this.
Someone stop him!
Oh, hey, they got me.
Let him escape! He died! He went there! Quick!
There we go. They got me. Alright, absolutely, positively, must kill. I don't even think I was on camera for that. I was laying down on the ground. Okay, so dude needs to go somewhere and do something that's not here. And we're gonna off this guy and then save. Alright, you're just chilling there. You'll be fine. Alright. Save in a new spot. Save slot 1. Alright, how are we going to approach this? We're just going to have to kill them all off individually. Can't put out those fires. What's he next? This is the new gameplay. Come on, buddy. Come this way. Come on, you can do it. A little bit faster. Got a buddy here who's itching to meet you. Why are you walking so slow? Oh, you're gonna fucking...
Anybody there?
No? Nobody's here? Go off on your merry little way? Yes. Totally. Bob here is doing great.
Is anyone there?
Holy Mother of God! It's a dead body!
Oh, god damn it.
Take that! Die, you bastard!
So close. I hadn't tried to make him wave, I wouldn't have made that noise. I'll wait for him to walk right into me. They are much more alert than they were previously. I don't know if hard didn't do anything for the difficulty level before. The day one release was just horribly broken.
Anybody there?
Nope. Yep, you're old. We have a pile of bodies on these steps that no one patrols. Don't fall down the stairs. Let's go. I'll take you all the way up. That out. To be safe. Okay, 2 guards down. Save 3. A patrolling guard's gonna be a pain. This is this one over here. Is he gonna patrol over this way? No, he's not. Great. Okay, don't notice that your light just got cut out. It's probably a bad idea. Yeah, he's coming this way. This is a bad idea. Or not. Maybe he's not coming this way. This is a great idea. Nope. No one's here. Go away. It's probably nothing, you're right. Go away. I hate when we pick them up. Again, I would like to point out that we were a knight, and we're supposed to be proving how knightly we are and redeeming ourselves. How is butchering all of these people going to do that? I don't see that as being a good means to an end. Gentlemen, how's it going? How's the weather? How you guys doing? Everything okay? Look like you're getting along good with the ladies. You're really tall. Both of you are really tall. I don't think that I'm this short. Though I don't think that my height is put in right. Walk right by, will ya? Don't even say anything. It's fucking rude, man. It's fucking rude. You know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna put this shiny piece of metal between the two of you, and just walk away. Slowly walk away. Number of guards in the room just got cut in half. It's alright. No one is suspicious. Nothing to worry about. Why is your hand spazzing out that way? Alright, you sit there. I'm gonna read this. Finally. Richard, I need your help finding my fiancée's engagement ring. It slipped from my hand while I was showing it to Rufus and rolled right under the heavy gate leading to the cells. You know, the one near Rufus's station overlooking the canals. The gate lever is stuck, leaving hardly enough space for a child to crawl under. Please do come give us a hand as soon as your shift is over. Okay, well, we already had that one. We already know that one. So, we finally got his thing, and it was worthless. So, isn't that how it usually goes? Now we're going to climb up and over, be totally serious about getting out of Chapter 1. Not put ourselves in the light there. Be very, very quiet at this point. At this juncture. Flash a bright light there for a second. I think that might have been tracking. Okay, I've stopped heavily breathing. I'm good to go. I'm just gonna, I think, sneak right down the middle is what the plan's gonna be. That might be enough light for them to see me by, even if I go directly down the middle. I didn't know they were equal opportunity employer. Alright, I'm gonna save here. Really quick, just before I try this. So I'm just gonna go straight, thread the needle, down the middle. Hey buddy! I still think that the AI's perception makes this game pointless. Like, I can walk down the center. I'm rushing and I'm doing stupid things, and that's why they're catching me. To be perfectly honest, it's not because of any inherent difficulty in the game, even on hard. I can just do whatever the hell I want. I mean, I'm in the light right now, and it's gonna be fine. Because he's gonna walk right on by, and I'm gonna just stand up and climb over this. Oh, I'm in the light. This is not good. There we go. No longer in the light. No problems. No problems whatsoever. I could always water arrow that and just walk around it. Or I could just wait for them to go away. I'm gonna save though. He's gone. There's still one guy over here. I don't know which direction he's facing. But if I can't see him, he can't see me. We're gonna go with that logic. I don't even see him. So I might have been thinking there was two guys there and there was only one guy there. So whatever. Not difficult at all.
What?
Nope, didn't see anything.
Hold it right there! Die, you bastard! Now!
Okay, he saw something.
Die!
I know I should have waited. I was not patient. Again, me rushing is causing me deaths. He's going that way. This way again. I'm rushing, but whatever. I don't know which way he's gonna walk. Alright, got by him fairly easily that time. We're saving. And there's a couple of guys down here. We know because we just blindly ran through here like a moron. And it worked great for scouting. I could water arrow that, or I could just sneak by, which is going to be, it's just going to be sneaking by. This one, I actually can just grab off of him. So the keys you can just grab off of whenever, whatever, wherever. The clues you have to actually earn and take them out. Here is this lovely statue of whatever.
Anybody there?
No, Arnold, nobody is there. So if we go ahead and take a look, we have 6 of 6 loot collected from level.
No, it's probably nothing.
And then you can see these right here. If you didn't get to read them, they will show up there. But now we're just gonna head out. We'll finish this one up and then we'll wrap this up. I will review the outro and figure out if I need to do another one. I'm thinking I probably won't. There's a lot of my concerns are still valid. Just the biggest one that I harped on were the 5 candles, and that's no longer an issue. The difficulty level right now is just me being stupid and not taking my time. See, all the guards here appear to be pretty much gone. I guess I did kill both of them on the side, didn't I? And they just don't care. Like, Bob and Carl are floating down the river. Like, I think we can even see Bob down there if we look hard enough. Poor Bob, poor Carl. Carl's over here. Actually, you know what? He wasn't Carl. He's Chad. He's not Chad. He sounds like a Chad, or looked like a Chad. Very Chadwick, pretty boy. Pretty boy Chadwick. Floats down the river now. No one misses him. And there's our exit. So this was Chapter 1. Alright. Little rough, but death. This is going to put us in Dungeons Chapter 2. So that's about how long Chapter 1 was. Very short, very linear, very on rails. So I think a lot of what I say in the outro still applies. So I'm probably going to leave it. Just know that when I'm talking about the 5 candle bug, that has been fixed. A decent-ish stealth game. There's definitely a few issues here, though. The series of candles bug needs to be fixed as soon as possible. you can't have a stealth game and screw up light. That's a huge hit to this game. It made something that should have been challenging trivial. If you can stand in the light and them not see you, I already didn't like how stupid the NPCs were, in that I could literally be standing right in front of them and not be seen. You can't have a good stealth game and screw that up. It really, really hurts the review when I can see them, but they can't see me. Why? We have the exact same eyes. I'm not mystical or magical or special or any sort of superpower. I was just a knight. And apparently I wasn't even smart enough not to get stabbed in the back. That's another thing. There was no story elements in the game. The only reason I know that backstory is because I read the Steam page. Without the Steam page, there's no context for why you're breaking out of the prison cell or why you're doing any of the things you're doing. You don't have any player motivation, any character motivation, and I like a lot of story. The audio, for the most part, was okay. The voices when you died were way too loud in your headset, and you guys might not have heard it at the same level that I did, but when their head was inside of my head and they're screaming, "Die, bastard!" it was way too loud. It wasn't like completely blow my eardrums out, but it was uncomfortable loud. I didn't really see the plethora of choices that they advertised. My only options really were to kill or not to kill, and in most cases, killing wasn't really an effective solution. I don't know. They said that you've got so many different options. Even in the tutorial, they're like, you've got so many options, and there really wasn't. I mean, at the end of the tutorial, yeah, sure, I could have shot a noise arrow. There were probably other ways that I could have done it, but like I threw the log, and they were on high alert, and they immediately came after me and killed me. That didn't really seem like a good solution. Yeah, I probably could have done it and just gone straight out, but say that room I was running around in at the end, if I shot a noise area and attracted all of the guards to one area, that whole room's going to be on high alert, and then I'm just going to be screwed, and there's nothing I'm going to be able to do. Like, that didn't seem like a viable option. And maybe I just didn't explore enough, but my options did not seem as numerous as the Steam page wanted to make you believe. The visual range of the guards just was utter crap. Like I don't know that I can say that enough. It was immersion breaking, and if I can see them just fine, why can't they see me? It just sort of takes you out and just sort of kills that sense of presence and being there, because dude, you just walked right by me. It's almost it's as bright as daylight in here. Yeah, okay, I'm not standing in the torchlight, but why don't you see me? For a second, I thought that when he bumped me, he wasn't going to attack me either. I thought that they could just walk right into you and they just keep on their merry little way, and I was going to lose my mind if that happened. Thankfully, he turned and killed me, so it wasn't that egregious, but there were even times where they were looking straight at me. I would accidentally step into the light. I'd get the light icon and then back up really quick, and they wouldn't even have any sort of, like, the exclamation point didn't even go off like, oh, did I see something? No, just my imagination. They didn't even do that. Like, their sight range is severely busted. And I don't know, I really didn't like it. It didn't feel fun, it didn't feel challenging, it didn't feel like I got to the point where I was just screwing around and doing stupid stuff for the sake of doing stupid stuff. Things that I did like the light and sound mechanics. So that seems a little contradictory to what I was just saying with the NPC vision. But I did like that there was both a light mechanic and a sound mechanic, that they could both see me and hear me. And I don't think that that's a thing in a lot of games. It's only like, do they see you? Do they have sight aggro on you? Do they have line of sight? Not so much, are you making a shit ton of fucking noise? Because if you're making a shit ton of fucking noise, they can hear you. And the only reason I really got caught was because of the sound side of things. I do think the light side of things needs work. I would like to see a more gradual increase of being in the light. It seems like you're either in the light or you're not in the light. There's no like gradual ramp up. Being like on the edge of light with like a 10% chance to be seen versus being in full light at 100%. It was just either no percent chance to be seen or you're visible. And I don't think light works like that with just that on off. I think that it would have been more gradual, especially with firelight. So there are things that could have been done better, but I like that there were both the light and the sound mechanic. I liked the larger levels. Being that there are currently only 2 main levels in a tutorial, the levels better be pretty damn large. I don't know if they're large enough to support the $20 price tag that's on this right now. Even if they add in that village level, I'm still not sure if there's enough gameplay there to warrant $20, throwing $20 out. Maybe half that. I don't really think that there's going to be a huge amount of gameplay. You'll probably get a couple hours, and your mileage may vary on whether or not you think that's acceptable. $20 for a couple hours, that's the price of a movie and a popcorn. So maybe that's worth it to you. I'm a little on the fence on that. As far as how the game ran, I mentioned this at the beginning. It was very jittery. Lots of reprojection happening. Very low frame rates when I first loaded it up until I started tweaking the super sampling. I don't know if there's a config there that has the super sampling higher and you just have to move that slider to get it to go back to 1.0. But for some reason, as soon as I touched that slider, it got better. I was still having a lot of reprojection issues. Like, there needs to be some performance settings, or there needs to be some way to config that mirror window, because I still feel like it was trying to run at 4K. It was trying to run at what my desktop runs at. And I don't know, it hurts the game. It makes it less performant. It needs to be more optimized, and it needs settings so that we can config that. At the end of the day, like I said, I'm kind of on the fence, but I'm definitely leaning a little bit more towards one side. VR stealth games are fairly rare, and I don't know. I'm not just gonna give it a thumbs up because it's a rare genre and there aren't too many of them out there. The light bug, the NPC stupidity, the lack of the advertised choice, the lack of optimizations and performance settings, it definitely makes me lean towards a not recommended option. For now, until those issues are fixed, then I have to give it a thumbs down. This game's been in development for a year, and it's still lacking a severe amount of polish. And I don't know what it was like when it first launched early access, but a year later, I would expect it to be launch ready. And seeing as how it's going to launch in 20 or so days from this review, actually less than 20 days according to the Steam page, I have to assume that this is going to be, for the most part, the launch quality of the game, and I can't in good conscience say, yeah, go out and pick this up. If you're a huge fan of stealth games, there's only a handful of them out there. You might want to pick this up just because of your love of stealth games. I think those people are few and far between, but if you're one of them, maybe you want to check it out. Other than that, I can't give this my recommendation. That is going to do it for my review of Unknightly. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please sub and like and comment and all those good things. Check out the links below to support the channel if you are so inclined, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.